The Raspy Voice kids are in the building. Like we told you always, we are on and on till the break of dawn. Often imitated, never duplicated, and we're going to bring to you now a new segment. It is a Raspy Voice Kids pop culture segment. However, we're going to have our producer, Jordan Dean, a.k.a. Jordan Ty Curry. He's going to be giving us questions that we don't even know exist. Jeremy and I have no idea what he's going to say to us, but we're going to discuss them. And the key to all of this is we don't have a name for this segment. So what we need from you, our listeners and our viewers, our friends and our fans, is for you to come up with a name for this segment. The best name, whether that be from Twitter, from Facebook, from Instagram, if you got our number and you text us, whatever it may be, the winner gets a free RVK sticker courtesy of the Raspy Voice Kids and the Herd Hater. So please let us know what you got. Jordan, bring it, baby. We ready.
All right. Whoa, that was a little too loud. I'm sorry. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. All right, here we go. First, I want to make sure that Jeremy can hear me. Jeremy, you hear me?
Check. I can hear you.
All right, cool.
I'm ready for you.
You're ready for me. Son. All right. So, both of you have seen Black Panther, correct?
This is embarrassing as a black man.
Oh, Brandon, tell me. This
is embarrassing as a black man. I have kids. Okay.
Tell me it isn't so.
I have kids. Wow. I heard something that said the new black people greeting is not hey, it's not hello, it's have you seen Black Panther? And the answer for me is no, and I'm embarrassed. I got to turn my black card in. I got to be honest.
It's okay. I can mainly focus this towards Jeremy.
And all right, then give it to Jeremy.
All right, Jeremy. So, by your opinion, as a black man, do you think that Black Panther was actually a really good movie? Or do you think it was a little bit overhyped just because it was focused around black culture?
Racist. Jordan's a racist.
I'm not racist.
Jordan's a racist.
Should have known it was going here. Should have known.
I'm not racist, and here's why. I like the movie.
Why? Because you have black friends?
No,
Yeah. Why the
I
Panther
like
gotta
the
be
movie.
black?
I'm
Anyway.
saying I like the movie. I don't think it's overrated.
No, I thought the thing is there was a lot of hype around the movie.
Wait, Jeremy. I want to let Jordan finish.
The reason I'm bringing this up.
I thought
The reason
because we already have RC.
Yes.
The people, that's an inside joke, but we already got RC.
The reason I'm bringing this up is because there are people who are claiming that Black Panther is only overrated because it talks about black culture and how it helps black culture. So I want your opinion on if the movie is overrated or not.
okay. So here's the thing. First of all, who in the world saying that? Now if you say overrated or overhyped, go ahead, Brandon. What were you saying?
I don't really have anything to say about it, to be honest. Like, my whole thing is I haven't seen the movie. I know that it did a lot for black people. Like, one of the things that I saw that was interesting is that black people were upset with other black people for dressing up in, Wakandan garb, Black Panther garb. And like somebody else said, when white people dress up for Captain America or other Marvel movies, they call it cosplay. When they dress up for Star Wars, it's cosplay. When black people do it, they call it cooning. So, it's interesting. I think it did a lot because it showed people, one, you can make a blockbuster that transcends race with the movie when it's well done, well written, well produced. And of course, this movie obviously was by all reviews and accounts.
Absolutely.
Even though it's not mine because I didn't see it. So I don't think it's overrated. And even if it is overrated, how often have black movies been ignored because they cater to a black audience or they were perceived to be catering to a black audience as opposed to just being presented to people?
Yep.
So, that's how I feel about it. I don't, whatever you want to say. But Jeremy, you saw it. So what do you got to say? And plus, by the way, I'm joking. Jordan is obviously not racist. It's definitely a joke. Definitely a joke. Before we get hate mail, before we start,
I don't want my DMs to start.
Yeah, before this turns into a Trump versus Hillary type situation. Yeah. This just all jokes.
No, for me, if I'm talking about purely sitting in the movie theater watching a movie, because that's how I judged it. That's how I viewed it. That's So I'm sitting there. If people say it's overhyped, overrated, something can be overrated and still be really good, but because of the masses, it may be, you may think it was really good, but it's not as good as what people thought. I thought personally, it may be a tiny bit overrated, but I thought it was a good movie. The hype surrounding it was enormous. When I sat there, what I loved about it is it was so original. I'm not just talking about putting it in the black community. I'm talking about the way it was developed. I thought it was very, very original. I thought the acting, for the most part, was very good. Michael B. Jordan. This is what I'll say. I thought he was the perfect bad guy, the perfect look for a bad guy.
It'd just be better if he was more handsome. If they could have found somebody more handsome, maybe in better shape.
No, he's good looking. I think he's good looking.
That was a joke, Jordan.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get used to that.
Perfect, look for the bad guy. I personally wasn't feeling some of his acting, and I know there's certain people who are like, what can you, when he said, is this your king?
This is your king?
He said, is this your king? I personally, I thought he overacted a little bit, but overall, I thought the movie was a good movie. I thought the movie was a very good movie. I understand if people say they thought it was overrated, I get that, but overall, as just pure movies, throw the race out of it, going to see a movie, I thought it was a good movie.
You know that the "Is this your king?" thing? It's a meme right now. I find that to be fascinating. Yeah, everything's a meme.
Like when people say Jeremy's better than me on the RVK, I say, "Is this your king?" And I haven't even seen the movie, so
please.
All right. All right.
You know we got jokes.
So while we're on the topic of movies, I want to bring something up that we've been talking about for a while. But
man, I wish you guys could see Jordan right now. He's got the Hawaiian shirt on. You could tell he's feeling himself like he really is in this. He is in this hosting mode. I wish you guys could see this.
I'm trying. I really am.
He's doing his thing. Like I wish y'all could see this. This is a glow up. This is a power move. This dude's really ascending at the moment.
The Hawaiian shirt.
I can feel the energy from here. I really can.
He got
I really
energy.
can feel it.
The Hawaiian shirt was the best shirt I had at the moment, which is why I'm wearing
I
it.
don't necessarily agree, but I'll let you believe that if you need to.
All right. While we're on the topic of movies, I want to talk to you guys about Tom Hanks in Forest Gump.
Here we go. We've had this discussion before.
We have, for the most part, but I want to voice my opinion on this because I do not think that Forrest Gump is a good movie.
Do you guys hear that? America, do you hear that?
I heard him say he didn't think Forrest Gump was a good movie. I
By
will
the
let
way,
you jump in unless you want me to jump in.
Well, look, the RVK is expanded beyond West Virginia. Just so y'all know, we're very grateful for that. We have people listening in Europe. We have people listening all over the country.
Canada, Alaska.
Did y'all hear that, America? Did the world hear what he just said? He said Forrest Gump is not a good movie. He said that Tom Hanks, Sally Field, what's Lieutenant Dan, Gary Sinise, he just said that Forrest Gump is not a good movie. He said this more than once. He also says the same kind of thing about the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but we can talk about that on another day.
Another time.
Another day we can talk about that. Jeremy, do you want to go or you want me to go in?
All I'm going to say is I treat this, when somebody says something about Forrest Gump like this is the first time I've ever heard Forrest Gump's not a good movie. And the way I feel is like just like when Marshall fans come out West Virginia. Come on now. Like, I don't even need to argue this. Anybody has two eyes who's seen the movie, who looks at the acting, who can follow the storyline, who can get lost in the storyline.
The writing, the production, the directing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an incredible movie. So for me, if you don't think Forrest Gump is a good movie, you're just a hater, Jordan.
Hater.
I'm not saying...
And not the good kind like Heard.
I'm not going to say that Forrest Gump is a 100% terrible movie. The message I'm trying to convey is that it's not as good as people are making it out to be.
Tell them why, Jordan. Because you got to talk about this. Tell them why you think. Tell them why you think people love it the way they do.
It's Oscar bait.
What do you mean? Like you need?
No, okay. What
I
mean?
I know why. You and I have talked about this. You need to tell the people
what I mean by
why you are spitting this blasphemy.
Is that it's captivating to reel in any of the critics and the. I can't remember the Academy.
Though? How? Come on, man. Tell them how.
Sorry, I'm trying to get everything together.
No, I feel like you're
putting me on the spot. You're trying to bring me down.
You put yourself on the spot. You put yourself on the spot. You said Forrest Gump is an overrated movie.
Let the man talk. Let the man talk. Let him get it out. Let him talk.
All right.
In another year, I would have believed that this would have won Best Picture. But the year was 1995. And you know what? There were two other movies that caught my attention that came out that year.
What?
Shawshank Redemption.
Boom. Better movie than Forrest Gump.
Absolutely. And Forrest Gump beat The Shawshank Redemption for Best Picture, Best Actor, and a few other things. That's one thing.
Shawshank's definitely a better movie.
Shawshank is a better movie.
But just
Okay,
because
but hold up. The one thing that you just said, that's like I got to think of when you have two greats. That's like
it's like
having,
Jordan and LeBron.
Would you say
if Jordan's better than
not- that is not
it is.
true.
It is.
LeBron.
If Jordan's better than LeBron, it doesn't mean LeBron's bad. It just means Jordan's great.
That's
And
what I'm
vice
saying.
versa.
James
Still
Harden,
better.
Russell Westbrook, who's the better scorer a couple years ago, they both were going off. That doesn't mean, like you said, it doesn't mean the one who loses out isn't still amazing. That's
Yeah.
my thing. I don't.
So my
I'm not
question is,
argue
are
with
you-
I love
but-
Shawshank Redemption. You know,
I think it's
I love
important to
Old
note-
Red. I love them dudes, but to say purely because Shawshank's better, like that holds no water with me.
Well, but here's the thing: you have to understand. Jordan is not saying that Forrest Gump is a bad movie; saying it's overrated.
It is overrated.
So that is a different thing, because you can be great and be overrated. It's just a question
No,
of
that's
where
true.
you're rated.
so the one thing,
But Jordan, you haven't said that the best argument you made, something that actually made me think, even though I don't agree with you, but it made me rethink my perspective on Forrest Gump. You have not said yet.
I was about to say it. I know,
Okay,
I
here
know
we
what you're
go.
talking about.
All right, here we go.
Forrest Gump is a movie that surrounds one person, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks' character, Forrest Gump, with a ton of really popular American history, which makes people think in the back of their minds, "Oh, I know that. I recognize that."
What do we call that? Nostalgia,
Nostalgia
sentimentality.
gives people a sense of nostalgia, which makes people think that they're watching a really good movie, but really they're just saying, "I recognize this. This is good." Which is another thing about the movie that just came out, Ready Player One. A lot of people were accusing that of being super nostalgic, and that's
For
how
the
they hit
80s.
you. Yeah, for the 80s.
But my question to you is that a sign of good production to be able to connect?
It's good production.
To be able
I'm
to
not doubting
be able to
that.
connect to people
But
in that way.
It's oversaturated with pop culture. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump meets up with, let's see, Elvis Presley, JFK. He stops Watergate, and
Muhammad Ali,
several other things.
John
Muhammad Ali.
Lennon,
And in the book, he goes into space.
and he plays for Alabama.
Forrest Gump is a very lucky character, and it's very unrealistic.
No, he's not lucky.
He is lucky.
No, he's beyond lucky.
Okay, yeah.
The man was amazing. He's
It's
he's an American
unrealistic.
hero. And how dare you?
The difference between Forrest Gump and Titanic is that Titanic is supposed to surround the event of the sinking of the Titanic. Forrest Gump is just throwing in a bunch of pop culture references until you say that this is a good movie.
I personally thought Titanic was overrated. I thought that Leo was overacted. Rose
young.
Rose is beautiful. Can't be mad
When
at her.
Rose threw that stone back into the ocean, it
no.
ruined the whole movie.
Yep.
It ruined the entire movie for me. Let's be real.
didn't she
Talk
do
about
that?
unrealistic, Jordan. Talk about unrealistic, Jordan.
Okay,
come
wait,
on
Wait,
moment
now.
I
movie.
hope Jeremy's sound is not lost, because that is the realest, the most important part of this entire segment.
I
is what
got
Jeremy said.
backups for days.
Okay.
I can make sure. Jeremy
Make
gets
sure
that
the
in
people
there.
hear that, because that's real. Okay, that's real.
Just ridiculous. I mean, there's so many other things. People have already said there could have been two people on the board, whatever. But when she goes, "Oops," like that's funny, that's cute, that's supposed to give me a warm fuzz. No, ruin the whole movie. Turn it off. You should have started with that, so I didn't waste some hours watching it.
I feel like we might have a contender for
So irritating.
Hard of Seeing right now. I think we might got a contender. Sorry, M to the is R.I.P.
No, he's gonna keep it up there. All right, and that's pretty much my whole argument. For
All right, so the question is, do you agree? Because here we are as the Raspy Voice Kids. Jordan Ty Curry is an honorary Raspy Voice Kid at the moment. He is what makes Raspy Voice Kids go and exist, period. And he just came strong with his about Forrest Gump. Do you guys agree? We need y'all to let us know. I'm certain that you don't agree. I'm certain that you're going to come for his head, and I can't wait for it. What is your at? Tell him what your at is.
My Twitter handle is at Jordan Ty Curry, and that's JordanTaikuri.
Direct all hate tweets to him.
Please don't.
I do feel like we need to put out a poll because it has me thinking now.
What's a better movie?
I wonder who get the vote if you
I'll
put out what's
I'll
the
put
best
the poll
movie.
out as soon as we get done with the Nears versus Ears poll, because the people are going crazy for Nears versus Ears, and it's a landslide for Ears. There's no question. We are not Nears. We are Ears. But
Yeah.
that's a subject for another day.
That is a subject
But
for another
the
day.
poll I was talking about movie polls. What's the better movie of the three? Titanic, Forrest Gump, and Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank.
I think
Absolutely.
Shawshank.
I think-
We already agreed. Because all of us agree.
I'm saying for a poll because for me, I vote Shawshank too. But I want to see what the people say. I want
you
to see
drinking White
how
Russian?
people feel.
I'm Jeremy.
What?
I said Jeremy.
Oh, what about Jeremy?
Nothing. Never mind.
Nah, I missed it too.
Is that it?
What do you got for us? Is that it? You don't have anything else for us?
I mean, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about were a couple of movies. And we're going to save that other thing for another time. Yeah, my closing remark about Forrest Gump is that the movie. You know how long that movie is?
It's a long movie.
It's a long movie.
It's a long movie. I remember.
142 minutes. That's
How long
2 hours
Shawshank,
and
though?
30
Shawshank's a long
minutes.
movie, right?
Shawshank is a long movie because it had to fit in a bunch of stuff.
I agree, but it's still a long movie.
It's extremely long.
Yeah.
But it's long and good.
Is that it for us, Jordan?
That's pretty much it for today.
Look, I feel like that's the livest pop culture we had in a long time. I hope y'all loved it. We enjoyed every minute of it. Jay and Fiend, you feel the same way?
I do, and I just want to get this last little bit in because I always think about it. The thing what George should have said.
Wait, just so everybody knows, when the show is wrapped up, when the segment is wrapped up, Jeremy always has something extra.
No,
always.
no,
Always.
no. I
Always.
was going to let it go, but then my
Ruins
blood started
perfect
boiling.
endings.
Use them to those words. My blood started boiling because the thing I don't like about Forrest Gump is they clean it up like this is such like a great love story. Like Jenny in the end comes
She's
back
terrible.
around.
Jenny is
awful. I
Jenny
didn't
is the
even bring
most
that up.
selfish person in the world.
No,
She went out and
wait. Listen, Jenny is a broken person. I feel like that is not giving credence to what Jenny really is. Jenny is a broken person.
Okay, so what is for me? She is a broken person. I'm just saying she. I don't feel like she didn't treat Forrest good the whole time, and the only time she actually
didn't
came back
treat Forrest
around is
well.
at the end of her life when she, now he's balling, now he's famous, now he's on everything. Of course she gonna come around because that's what these females do.
He got famous.
Like now that you're on your deathbed and you have nobody else, now you're gonna turn to Forrest and finally give in. Nah, I'm sorry,
by the way,
I
as
just
a
can't
kid,
get on the Jenny
Lil
train.
Wayne said it
and-
best. Now you know what I can't even say. I'm gonna just let it go.
I was trying to figure out what in the world.
I think people.
I don't even know who Lil Wayne is. Never mind.
Yeah, so I just want to get my 2 cents out about Jenny too, because look, I got special feelings for her, man.
Yeah, Jeremy about to say "ya trick." That's his favorite thing to say.
Yeah, that's what Forrest should have said. He should have learned it.
I don't
But he
believe
couldn't
Forrest
have.
is familiar with Soldier Boy or "ya trick."
No.
I'm telling you, if he'd have just chick in the middle of the movie,
That would have pushed it over the top. That would have made it better than Shawshank.
I might not be a
greatest
smart
movie
band.
ever. If he'd have done that,
but
greatest
yeah,
movie
true.
ever.
We out here.